What's up, guys? Just finished week 49 of the trading challenge, trading from $100 to $1,000,000. We're currently at 135.8k. Last week we were at 188k, so we're down 52 grand in just 1 week. And that's because Ethereum memes are just getting absolutely slaughtered right now. Even though Ethereum legit made an all-time high 5 days ago. So yeah, I'll go through the portfolio. I also made probably the biggest decision of the whole challenge account this week, so I'll go over that as well. But as far as the portfolio goes, we have still just Mog, Joe, and Basis for Everyone and Pulse. It doesn't show on PLS Folio anymore because of the decision I made, but I'll explain that in a minute, right? So you can see IMF, I have Mog, Joe, and then up here I have Basis for Everyone, right? So I'll go over the charts and then I'll explain what the fuck this is, this Morpho. Yeah, so Mog itself is getting absolutely wrecked, just like everything else, but it is very oversold here, and I do think it's either going to bounce right pretty much where it is right here, and that'll be at the bottom, or it's going to go down to maybe 270 mil, because there's so many times it's tapped that area. You can see like all over here, and over here is tapped there as well. You can also see against Ethereum, this thing is absolutely fucking destroyed. It's the most oversold it's ever been. So you can see like it's just ripping lows down at like 19. I don't even think I've seen a coin go that low. So it's obviously going to be a very good buy. You know, it could go a little bit lower and tap the lows, or even sweep them, just go below it. But either way, like buying here is a very good decision, right? Then I have Joe, my other biggest holding, and this thing is like one of the strongest coins, even on every dip and pump. Yeah, it's forming a big cup and handle here, you know, like it's been doing for the past weeks. It could break these lows, right? And then this will be your bottom here instead. And then you go up from here. But it also could just bottom here. So either way, it's a very good buy. And I actually put another 5k into Joe the other day, as well as the loan that I'll show you in a minute. And then we have Basis for Everyone. This thing is getting destroyed, but I'm just legit going to hold this bag because it's one of those coins that's just going to randomly pump at some point, in my opinion. But it's at 3.1 mil. It's absolutely wrecked. I think I'm down like 5k on that position. But honestly, I've held it for so long, I've completely forgot about the money. So it's whatever. And then the last thing is Pulse Chain, right? This thing also getting destroyed, just like everything else. It looks pretty shit, right? It needs to go lower, I think. You can see my line, like, down to here and then up. Maybe it doesn't go that low, but I do think it will go back to, like, this 260 mil area at least. But either way, it's fucking... Most coins are, like, wrecked right now, and I do think that there is going to be like a altcoin season that will come pretty soon. So yeah, that's all my holdings, and then we're going to go over the decision I made, which is IMF, right? So you can see on here, I had this Morpho thing, right? And it's essentially a lending protocol where I've borrowed stable coins from my Mog bags to buy more Mog. So, and Joe. So you can see IMF here, I deposited all of my Joe and Mog, and I put in, I think like 115 grand or something, and I withdrew 57k of stable coins. And then with that, I went and bought more Mog on the dip. Obviously it's gone a little bit lower, but it's roughly down here, like somewhere by here. And with that, then obviously you have a bigger position in Mog, but you just owe the money. So I then put that back into the protocol, and you can see I have 155k worth of Mog. I just owe 57k eventually. So the whole point of this is like you take a loan on the Mog, and then when it pumps, your loan works for you, and you can pay off the loan with the profit. So essentially you have, like, in my case, I have 57k more of Mog. If that does a 5x, you make 250k, right? You take 50k of that and you pay off your loan, and then you have 200k extra profit. That's the whole point. Obviously, this is a leverage, a form of leverage, so you can lose legit everything, which is why I say it's the biggest decision I've made on the whole account. Essentially, I put 150 grand into a leverage position, and if it dumps, and if I'm wrong, it goes down to my liquidation, then you lose, or I lose everything. So my liquidation on MOG, you can see right here, is a bunch of zeros 4-3, and that is just down here, which is only a 50% dump. So basically a 50% dump, and I lose all of my MOG. But I'll explain why. So you can see on my tweet here, I just deployed all my Joe and MOG into IMF protocol as collateral to borrow against and start more memes. And then the reasons why, which is right here, this is like the main thing, right? So Ethereum legit made an all-time high 5 days ago, almost 6. And that is like obviously very fucking bullish. Your memes are absolutely destroyed. So they are like, if they were to go to all-time highs, it's already a 5x, 4x, which is like stupidly good. Dominance has been dropping for 2 months. Everyone is bearish on September as well, which is bullish. Last cycle, Doge and SHIB, they pumped 1 week after Ethereum made an all-time high. So watch this. I'll show you on the chart. So your Ethereum broke all-time high right here on the 19th of January, right? And then on the 28th, it's legit doing nothing, right? ETH is just trading sideways. And this is where everything took off on the 28th. So you can see that's 9 days after ETH made an all-time high. And then we go over to Doge. The same thing happened for like SHIB and a lot of other meme coins, right? So you can see on the 28th, right here, it just went up fucking 10x in 2 days, 2 daily candles. So that's basically like one of the things that I'm looking at. Obviously, meme coins are stupidly undervalued right now, and based on last cycle, after Ethereum makes an all-time high, there's a delay, it's doing nothing, and just as it's about to break the all-time high again, where it's trading just below it, is where your memes will start to take off. And that's essentially where we are in the cycle right now. And ETH itself is, one of the strongest coins right now. I don't think it's going to go, like, a lot of people are saying it's going to, like, basically get wrecked in September, and we're going to, like, trade below this low and then go up. I don't think that happens. I think it's going to do something pretty similar, like trend around here and then break up. But I could easily be wrong. So yeah, that's pretty much my like theory or whatever on that. And you can also see, like, I showed you the RSIs, they're stupidly oversold. Pepe is obviously the one that leads the market for memes, and oversold as fuck against Ethereum. It's legit REKT, and like it's an easy buy. I don't know why it's doing that. It's because it's on price. Yeah, you can see like it's stupidly oversold on the RSI. Easy buy. It can go lower, but who gives a fuck? It's pretty much bottomed. So yeah, that's the other one. And then the other thing I have is Joe. I have 1.6 million Joe coins now, whereas I only had a million before I started doing the leverage, and I also bought 5k more. So yeah, that is my liquidation on this is 13.7 mil. So let me show you that on the chart. 13.7 mil is like, that's so low for Joe, right down here. And I can also add to my collateral if the worst case came, like, or I could just pay off the loan, which is 17k, which I don't have on this account, but either we make it or whatever. But yeah, we're not going to go that low, and if we do, then, bro, the cycle's fucking over. Like, that's kind of the bet I'm taking right now. It's like, I think it's time to go, and that's what I'm betting on, and that's where I'm putting my money. So, yeah, we can go a little bit lower, have a little, like, sweep all this low, and then I think it's time to go. So yeah, that's pretty much all of the things I need to talk about for IMF. Like, it's essentially just you borrow money against your coins and then you buy more of the coin and put it back into the protocol to lower your leverage. And you're basically risking like a 60% drop on the chart from your buy is your liquidation. And you can also, add more to it. So if you wanted to do it the safe way, you'd only put in like half of your bag. So yeah, that's pretty much the position I'm in. And yeah, we just go show a Bitcoin real quick. So Bitcoin, it is on that trend line that it's been, respecting for the past year or 2 years. So yeah, this is pretty much a bull run trend line, and it's broke it like once, and that was over here in the Trump ship, and it springed back up, and we've technically just broke it again yesterday, but it could easily be one of those buy opportunities, which is what I think it is. You can go lower, but it's gonna be something like this, in my opinion. Either today or tomorrow will be like your buy opportunity. So yeah, that's Bitcoin. I've already showed Ethereum. Same thing, it's breaking that trend line, which is always a good time to buy because it's like everyone thinks it's over, and then it just goes up anyway. Dominance, let's have a look. Dominance still looks wrecked. People are saying that dominance is going to bounce back up, like Benjamin Cohen or whatever. He can be right. He can be. He's been right about everything, but I don't think so. I think we're like in this area where we're just gonna fuck around by here, and then it's gonna go even lower. Total 3, cup and handle, like cup, handle, ready to go. So your altcoins will legit be rallying hard, or your memes, everything, when this thing gets back above all-time high. Because this hasn't made an all-time high yet, but ETH and Bitcoin are all all-time highs. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to talk about. SPX is also ripping. I won't even show that. But yeah, this thing is like just gonna fuck around here, and soon enough, your meme coins are gonna actually send like stronger than you've ever seen this cycle. Most people aren't even ready for like how hard a pump can be, in my opinion. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to do IMF, go and look at this tweet that I made. There's a video right here, and you can learn how to use it. But essentially, that's where we're at. We have all of my position here. You can see 150k of MOG. So if that goes up, obviously I'm getting 150k worth of like coins. I just owe 57 grand, which I'll pay off after it pumps with the profit. Same for Joe. I got 50 grand in Joe, but obviously this value here shows the value after you pay the loans. So I have 128k right now after you remove the debt. So yeah, that's pretty much all. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week, and goodbye.